guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is CaitlinAnwyn for anyone who's new here, and let's get back into another Create a Sim video. And to celebrate the start of 2020, we are going back to the 1920s with a flapper girl. So I've given her some unfortunate eyebrows and gone for darker eyes and lots of eyeliner because that was the sort of fashion back then. And I'm gonna mix it up a little bit and do a classic 20s look, flapper girl look, and a more modernized version for the 2020s. So they're gonna be both exactly the same sim called Edith Hayward, and I have given her the master actress aspiration because movies was a big thing in the 1920s. It started off with just music over like a film in black and white, and the first ever talkie, as they called it, where they had voice like this, was at the end of the 20s. So I tried to make her like a movie star, and she is a music lover because they love jazz in the 1920s. I've got some nice jazz playing in the background of this video. She's a little bit of a snob because I like giving Sims like a teeny tiny negative trait, and I don't know, make her kind of posh because she's like old-fashioned, and a dance machine because flapper girls loved to dance. And they loved jazz music in the 1920s. They did dances like the Charleston and the shimmy, which were kind of scandalous for the 20s. I hate to think what they would think of our dancing these days, but there we go. And I went for one everyday outfit and one party outfit. Obviously quite scandalous if they weren't wearing tights or stockings, so had to have tights on, and they actually wore quite low-heeled shoes so they could do all of their flapper dancing and stuff. I wouldn't mind seeing the headbands and stuff come back into fashion for this 2020s because I think they're really cute. I love the feathers, and we don't really wear headbands, or I've never really worn a headband across my forehead. I think it's really cute. I wish I had something like that I could wear today to match my little sim Edith there. And for her party look, I went a little bit more darker and just more makeup than her everyday wear, but still really dark eyes, pink cheeks and red lips. That was like the 20s thing, where these days it is still lips, but it's not all red, and we don't really do much blush these days. It's all highlighter, so maybe the blush can come back in for the 2020s too. I don't really wear blush. That might be interesting. So I was torn between the two flapper dresses that I downloaded, but I think this one looked a lot more old-fashioned than the other style, so I went for this one for our classic 1920s girl. And went for, I was debating between red and green, but I went for the red option because it looked really classic flapper girl to me. I think this sim looks absolutely adorable. And they did wear like lots of beaded sort of pearl necklaces as well, so I wanted to find something like that, and I think the Get Famous necklace was really good for this. And now on to our modern day 20s inspired look. Of course, we're going for eyeliner and darker makeup, but more modern. And we're going for a big wing and stuff. I am incapable of doing that eyeliner. I'm very jealous of this sim. I am not skilled in eyeliner one bit. So I think we went a little bit lighter for the eyeshadow than the classic 20s look, with some highlight, just giving it a more modern twist. I don't normally focus this much on makeup, but it was quite a big thing for the 20s with the makeup and stuff. The whole thing with Flapper Girls was that they were just not doing what their parents wanted them to do, which I think is pretty cool. Sort of paved the way for women. I think in the 20s, the women had barely gotten the vote. Wasn't it 1918? I think that was the UK anyway. We barely got to vote, so the Flapper Girls were really paving the way for us, so I love that. And of course we had to get rid of those awful thin eyebrows, so I made them quite arched as well, but gave her a bit more thickness. And I thought this hairstyle was like perfect modern day Flapper Girl, because it's still like a headband across the head, but it's more modern with a cute little bow. Love it. So for the modern girl, I wanted to give her the same sort of colours as I gave for the 1920s. Same. They're exactly the same. Both called Edith Hayward. They've got all the same aspirations. It's just one's from the 1920s and one's from the 2020s. So I want to give her like a red and green look to match the red and green in the jumper and skirt from... Hi, baby. So the jumper and skirt from the 1920s girl. So I flick a bit back and forth, seeing what matches nicely with everyone. So good old Discover University jumper, one of my faves, and a red skirt to go with it. The corduroy one from Seasons was really nice. I thought that one was perfect because it's just like a more modern version of that long skirt. I wish that pencil, more denim looking one was more red, but never mind. But I think this outfit is really cute, and then to match like the stockings and covering up a little bit, I give her long socks and cute boots to go with it. I quite like this headband style, and I really do hope this comes in. I have seen like the cute ones which like goes across the parting and then down. They're really cute. What sorts of styles do you think would be good for the 20s? For now that came from the 20s. Fashion is always recycled. She's just licking me. Hi, I don't know whether you can hear that on the mic. So yeah, what sort of trends do you think should come back in for the 2020s? I've seen a lot of Art Deco stuff, like with black and gold and the Art Deco patterns. I love Art Deco houses. They are so cute. I've got one near me, which is a white and red one. I'd love to recreate it in The Sims, but they don't want to give us rounded walls, do they? Look at me talking about build mode in CAS. That is me all over. But this is the more modern style Flapper Girl. Maybe she's going to a fancy dress party, like a New Year's Eve sort of fancy dress party. So it's like she's sort of tied her hair up more. And that hairstyle does come with a headband, but I've merged another headband with the feathers on top of it, which doesn't look too bad. Glitches a little bit, but not too bad. I quite like those feathers. And I went for red eyeshadow to go with the red dress and the red feathers in her hair, which was quite adventurous of me. I never do makeup. This definitely looks look at it. This definitely looks more of a modern style flapper dress than the one I chose for the 1920s. I think the beaded style and the lower cut, they didn't really show off their top half much. They weren't really interested. He was so cute in showing off their chest. They actually put binders on their chest because they wanted to look boyish, from what I've read. They were like showing off their legs more than their top half. So this was quite low cut, and I did give them quite a small chest, but I don't think this was really more of the style of the 1920s. It was because of how low cut the dress is, but it's still cute, and I think it's better for a fancy dress flapper instead. It'd be interesting to see maybe in a couple of months what comes out in shops and stuff, to see whether it's going to reflect this 20s look, because I've seen a lot of trends going on with this roaring 20s style. What do you think? Do you like this style with maybe the short hair? They love short hair. I could never get rid of all mine. Maybe that's going to be a thing for this year. Is everyone going to chop off their hair? Oh, no. Oh, I don't want to chop off mine. What are your thoughts for this upcoming decade? It's scary to think, isn't it? 2020s. Oh, I'm getting old. So that is both of our roaring 20s flapper girls. One from the 1920s and one from the 2020s. A little bit more of a updated modern style of a flapper. So let me know what you think. Do you like the 1920s girl or the 2020s girl? And I should stop using my hands because my cat is not amused with me. She's like, just stroke me, woman. I hope you enjoyed this cute little CAS video. Create a sim video. I know some people don't really call it CAS today. If you did, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, it would mean a lot to me if you could subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and a very wonderful new year. And I will see you next time. Goodbye!